they look like they want to make it 4 in a row.
Allen Iverson hearing it from the crowd. Allen.
This is what Allen had to say about all his distractions.
If you look at my career, it's always some type of off-court distraction, you know, dealing with me. So I don't look at it like it's a positive thing, but I turn it into a positive because I'm used to it and I know how to deal with it now.
And Marv, the one thing I know about Allen Iverson, you can talk about the distractions, the injuries, the bumps and bruises, but when it comes to the playoffs, he's focused and he always takes it to a different level.
All right, Cheryl. Allen Iverson led the NBA in minutes played, 43 a game. And as you mentioned, Zon, in all 82 games, solid season, and has played well in the 3 games against the Hornets. Iverson opens up with the jumper, distributing the basketball and getting other people involved. And here is Iverson.
An isolation on the right side of the floor. They love to run him across the floor, get that defender trailing.
And then Horn for 3. 100%. Iverson with the steal. Iverson slowed it down, trying to draw the foul. And Allen Iverson with all 6 Philadelphia fouls. Iverson, yes. And Allen Iverson has been on fire off the field, plus the 2 assists.
Starting out, crossing the floor, left to right, he hits the opening jump shot, then shows he can back up and hit it from the top of the circle, and then his defense, the leader in steals in the NBA, Iverson with the steal, pump fake, and finish against the big man.
Drop. Iverson. Yes, and the foul.
Well, that's the answer. The first time he was too wide open. There was nobody within 20 feet of him. This time, when he gets in the lane and he dodges and jukes and jigs and falls back away and his shirt's coming out and his pants are falling off, then he makes the shot.
The Augment has had a degree of success. Hornets wanted a foul, not called. Here's Tyrone Hill running the break. It counts. And the foul. A beautiful lead pass by Iverson.
The big man. Iverson takes his time, slows up, and feels the presence of Hill. Probably a travel by Hill that time, but Allen Iverson knows they got 2 of those easy points that we said early in the game.
Iverson. Oh, pass. Although Hill gave it right back. Beautiful feed, and Hill is able to slam it down.
And that guy there, trailer, has brought them intensity and energy in place of Campbell.
Iverson, yes. 8 seconds remaining. After one of the story has been Allen Iverson.
Well, there he is finding the teammate, and he'll make sure that he finishes it, and it's not going to get blocked by dunking it, and then Iverson goes back into his other role, which is putting points on the board with the jump shot.
Allen Iverson has accounted for all 12 76er field goals.
Well, first he's playing defense, and he picks up a foul when he's at the defensive end of the floor. A little shove off right there. On a breakaway, he's pulled down from behind, and then moving without the ball, fouled once again, that time by David Wesley. So
Iverson with the superb first quarter had 15 points, 6 assists. 6.5 remaining in the first half. Hornets up by 6. Shot clock is down to 6. Iverson, yes. That's his first field goal in the second quarter.
Wesley really making him work to catch the
Iverson. And the 76ers tied at 38. Here's Iverson. 8-0 run.
He's passing on that. He notices it as well.
Paul Silas goes deep into his bench for Courtney Alexander. As a counter, the game 1 at Conseco Fieldhouse. Coverage starting at
winning first round games. Boston, Phoenix, Orlando, and Lake. Probably 2 other instances where Iverson threw terrific passes and tried to get his teammates involved, and they just dropped the ball. They would have been scores as well. And you see here a real strong preference of Iverson, either going to the middle or to the right side of the floor. really only one shot attempt coming from that left side of the basket. So Iverson 9 for 13 from the floor right now for 25 points. Led to 16 points for the 76ers. Personal fouls, New Orleans 17 to just 12 for Philadelphia, which
including the game winner in overtime. Here's Iverson. Yes, able to lean back to find the room to end the half. Here's Iverson feeling the physical play again and still able to hit and draws the foul.
Mark, see, that basket comes as a result of the quick shot from Baron Davis. Baron Davis came down, launched a three-point attempt that was no good. Then you see Iverson take the contact, the toughness to fight through it, still elevate, concentrate, and finish the play.
Foul committed by Brown. That's his third, 3 apiece on Brown, McGlure, Davis. When you consider what he has done. Iverson setting it up on Ortman. Snow, yes, another assist for Allen Iverson. Iverson 9 of 10 at the line by the Hornets. Oh, Allen Iverson from downtown, and the Sixers lead 70-68. Iverson, 35 points, along with 7 assists. Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, Allen Iverson, and a 3-guard set for Larry Brown, and Iverson gets it. Iverson, point lead. Iverson with a catch and shoot. Make it 41 points. 5 apiece on Wesley and Davis. Iverson, yes. Stacey Ortman not able to get outside. And we'll have it for you on TNT starting 7 o'clock Eastern time. And then the scene will shift to the Big Easy. Nice play. Beautifully done.
8 for Wesley. But when you look at the personal fouls, Iverson with 3 from downtown.
Allen Iverson's career high in postseason play. 54 against Toronto, May of 2001. Iverson, what a move! Yes! Another 3 for Iverson! 51 points for Iverson, and the Sixers lead 92-84.
A little bit of a push off, then the step back, and here's the next three-pointer, which now makes him the leader in scoring in first-round games of the playoffs. Direction by Allen Iverson after he passes it. Watch it. He fakes going right, jam, change direction, and a reverse layup. The Lamiso fancy footwork play by Allen Iverson.
Iverson wide open coming off the screen. Yes. 53 points for Iverson. Season high, 54 against Toronto. Remember the duel 2 years ago between Vince Carter and Allen Iverson for the 76ers. This on their way to making it to the NBA Finals against the Los Angeles Lakers at a 40-second. Iverson with the step. Here's Iverson. Yes! And that's a playoff career high. 55 points for Iverson. And they foul Snow.
They had a foul, and there's only a 1-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Critical turnovers at critical times in the game. That's been the difference in this game between New Orleans and the Sixers. Plus that guy right there, you'd have to say he's the difference. Do the same thing, guys. Come back with another performance. Nobody rotates across. Too late. Iverson lays it up high because he sees P.J. Brown coming over.
And the Hornets 90, Allen Iverson with a playoff career high, 55 points. Let's go to Cheryl with Allen Iverson.
Allen, before the game, I said that this was going to be a very physical series. I asked you if you were fresh. You said mentally yes, physically no, but 55 points later, it looked like you had your legs tonight.
I just had a rhythm. I caught a nice rhythm. You know, the basket, you know, looked like an ocean. You know, my teammates did a great job of giving me the ball in the spots that I needed. And fortunately, I was able to hit some shots, but it was a team effort.
Well, Well, it was just a week ago when they came in here and won in Philly, and they held you relatively low. What was different tonight?
I just caught a rhythm. You know, Jamal could have caught a rhythm, you know, but fortunately tonight, you know, I caught the rhythm, and I was just feeling good tonight. Everything was working for me from the outside and the inside, and we just, you know, played good all-around defense and tried to make Jamal take tough shots, and at the end, you know, felt like we just wore him down a little bit and made him take tough shots. But he's just a great player. You can't take anything away from him.
Congratulations on game one.
All right, thanks a lot.
Let's send it back to you, Marv.
All right, thanks, Cheryl. 55-point performance for Allen Iverson. Coming up next, Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai, with Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley. Stay tuned for more post-game reaction, interviews, and news from all of today's action. For the Czar, Mike Fratello, and Cheryl Miller, this is Marv Albert saying good night from the First Union Center in Philadelphia. We'll take a short break, and then it's on to Ernie in the studio.